Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to show you guys what I eat in a day as a vegan.
Why are you acting like a fool?
Show you guys what I eat in a day as a vegan. The options can be a little hard to find out here in Japan, only because I do not speak Japanese, and it's hard for me to really read all the ingredients and see what's in there, and it takes longer to shop out here in Japan because I have to use my Google Translator and literally translate the ingredients, make sure I know exactly what's in the items that I'm purchasing. So today I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to have for breakfast. I always start my morning with a matcha or an iced caramel latte. This is one of the milk that I have found out here in Japan that I love. This one is oat milk right here. So I'm gonna make my matcha. So this is how I make my matcha every morning. I just use the milk water to make it instead of whisking it with the original matcha whisk. It's one of the matcha that I have found out here in Japan, and it tastes good. It is made right here in Kyoto. They have the whole factory here, so this is the real deal. They have the varieties of brands out here, and the top two that I like, they do not have the green tea leaves in it. So you'll see two type of matcha out here, the matcha and then the one with the green tea mix in matcha. Those I've tried and they are super bitter. So and the way the Japanese themselves they drink the matcha, they don't even add milk. They just pretty much put the matcha in the water and just whisk it and just drink it straight up, because matcha is supposed to be medicinal, and the more you keep adding all the sugary stuff to it, you pretty much decreasing the effect. Now my matcha is ready, and no, I do not add any extra sugar or syrup to my matcha. And this morning I decided to make a veggie wrap for breakfast. So I'm gonna use this flat out and pour a whole bunch of vegetable inside, and I'm also gonna add some avocado to it, make it pretty simple but yet tasty. Now that I'm done cutting all my veggies, it's time to lay everything on the flat out and start eating it, because it's an easy quick meal. Breakfast for me is not complete until I have a dessert. So for dessert, I'm just gonna go with some cut up oranges, and here's my breakfast for today. Now it's time for my lunch, and yes, it is 3 p.m. now, and I do start eating really late in the morning, not by choice, but because I don't really get hungry until around 11 a.m. or 12 noon. So that's around that time, that's when I eat my first meal of the day most of the times. So for today's lunch, I am making a bok choy saute, which happened to be my favorite meal of all time. Sometimes I just make it in a big batch and eat it over a course of 3 days. It's super easy to make. It takes less than 10 minutes to get ready, and you don't need that many ingredients in it. As you can see, I only added onion, some seasoning, and I'm just gonna let it roast with a little bit of sesame oil to give it some flavor. And now I'm gonna add some sesame seed to it. And it's about ready, but I'm gonna let it get a little roasted. So now I'm gonna add some cup noodle. This is like the mini cup noodle that I have found over here, and it's half the quantity of the full cup. So I'm just gonna pop that in the microwave for 4 minutes, and now my tofu is ready. I also deep fried some tofu in the air fryer. Now my lunch is almost ready. The noodles ready. I'm gonna top it with some sesame seed. I just love sesame seed, and I'm gonna put the bok choy right on top of my noodle, and it's starting to look really yummy already, guys. And it does smell delicious. And I'm also gonna top it with my tofu that I have air fried, and voila. I'm also gonna add some dry seaweed on top. I just love this thing. I pretty much add it to everything that I'm eating, whether it's rice, noodle. So here is a finished product. This is how my lunch looks for today, and it does smell delicious. So it is 6 p.m. now. Since I just had my lunch around 3 p.m., I'm gonna go light and easy on dinner. So for dinner today, I'm making some miso soup, and here is how my miso soup look, and it was super easy to make. So here are the ingredients that I have used to make all my miso soup. I have the miso paste in the little packet, and here's the tofu that I bought. Is 1 serving, and here's a salty thing that comes that you put in the miso soup. So pretty much, and this is the seaweed leaf that I also have in my miso soup. So here's how it looks. And the process was super easy. You just boiled your water and add all the packaging stuff into it, add your tofu while it's boiling, and then the seaweed leaf goes last, and you let it boil a little bit, and voila. It took me a total of about 10 minutes to get this dinner ready. And of course, with my dinner, I always finish it up with some tea. So tonight, I'm gonna have some rooibos tea, which is from South Africa. It does smell delicious, and it does have a smoky flavor to it, and it helps calms you down, relaxes you. So this is my go-to tea most of the times. And also, I've always been a tea lover way before coming here to Japan, and also knowing the Japanese are really big on drinking the tea before meal and after meal. It just aligned with what I believe and what I've been doing. So now my tea, my hot water is ready. I'm just gonna pour it over my rooibos tea, and I prefer loose leaf tea over tea in tea bag, because the loose leaf teas are always almost mostly concentrated, and you get more of the tea flavor. So this sums up what I eat in a day as a vegan. I hope you guys get an insight into my world of veganism and what it's like being a vegan in Japan. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, and stay tuned for more videos.